whenever they appear on the page. I know from the short story that I translated, which concerned outpatients in psychiatric care. As soon as different patients appeared on the page, I was excited to see what they would say next. It was a lot of fun. In any case, so we're very happy to have Olga Tokarczuk here with us and to hear from her work. I also wanted to say, if I could, we're also proud to have our own bit of Columbia Polish literature present with us. We have Anna Freilich as well, if I could say. We're proud about a prominent emigre Polish writer in her own right, and the author of multiple wonderful poetry collections. So that's our Columbia part of Polish literature. Unfortunately, Olga's translator, Jennifer Croft, couldn't be with us at the last minute due to unforeseen circumstances. So we will have Sean Bai read from her work, as well as co-lead the discussion with me. Sean is the humanities programmer at the Polish Cultural Institute here in New York City, and has his degree in his master's degree in international relations.
I'm never quite sure what to say, except that it sort of revolves around one theme, which is travel, and another theme, which is the human body and the preservation of the human body and the anatomy and these kinds of things. How for people, I don't know if there are folks in the audience who have read the book, but for people who maybe are not familiar with it, how would you describe this book?
Don't you think that if you can answer and describe what the book is about, it's not worth it to read?
We'll give them a little flavor.
Yeah, on the beginning, when people ask me what the book is about, I invented the kind of term. It was ironically, and it was a joke. But now I can see. Future constellation, that's great. But it has something to do with constellation. I always have an image when you are looking above the sky and you can see during the night the bright points of stars. And so you don't think that this is chaotic order, that this is randomly, located in a way. So, because your brain, your mind is to always use a kind of projection to put an image or meaning or sense into this chaotic order of points. So the same idea was at the beginning of this book, because I thought that this linear order from the beginning to the end doesn't work anymore nowadays. We are rather accustomed to jumping from one experience to the other, like zipping on them with pilot to the screen of the television, and then we can see many channels, and we are able in a way to put all those informations together and to create quite solid image of the world. So this is the same rules. In the manual of future constellation, that's great. But it has something to do with constellation. I always have an image when you are looking above the sky and you can see during the night the bright points of stars. And so you don't think that this is chaotic order, that this is randomly, located in a way. So, because your brain, your mind is to always use a kind of projection to put an image or meaning or sense into this chaotic order of points. So the same idea was at the beginning of this book, because I thought that this linear order from the beginning to the end doesn't work anymore nowadays. We are rather accustomed to jumping from one experience to the other, like zipping on them panel to the screen of the television, and then we can see many channels, and we are able, in a way, to put all those informations together and to create quite a solid image of the world. So this is the same rule.
Penelope unraveling the cloth of meaning diligently woven during the day. Sometimes it's a single thread, sometimes more. Complex designs break down into prime factors, warp and weft. Weft falls by the wayside, and only straight parallel lines remain, the barcode of the world. Then you realize, night gives the world back its nocturnal original appearance without sugarcoating it. Day is a flight of fancy, light a slight exception, an oversight, a disruption of the order. The world, in fact, is dark, almost black, motionless and cold. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes, yeah. It's an incredible translation.
Is that research or?
Mostly research, but also this book is 900 pages, so it's really big one. And the first was the story, the plot, the subject, which I found out in the late 90s, somewhere in the small bookstore on the north of Poland. It was history of Jacob Frank, a Jewish heretic living in the 18th century, merchant, traveler, mystic, psychopath, I would say, using contemporary language. And he was the sender of the old mystical, very hermetic knowledge in the Jewish tradition. And in this tradition, it was written very clearly that every man should. It's such a beautiful metaphor that I'm going to tell you in this metaphor word. That there is what is important in our way to God. It's not. It is not the way. Of the shoes we are really going on this way. So we can change these shoes, it's depending, because of the weather, because of, I don't know, many things. So the religion we know on earth are only shoes on the way to God. So that was very interesting and funny, full of humor, metaphor, changing those shoes. So they used to change the shoes going to God. So they converse into Islam first, and then they try to go to Orthodox Church, to join Orthodox Church. They also, as a Jews, they had many in common with Jewish Orthodoxy. They left it, and then in the end they made a spectacular conversion into Catholicism. And this is the story of quite political, quite showing the society in the end of feudal times, on the edge of enlightenment in Eastern Europe, quite different than it was in Western Europe. So there are many subjects. For me, the most important subject was the emancipation, in a very modern sense, because those Jewish merchants on the beginning of the book, they are just people who are outside of this feudal Polish Catholic society. And they, Jacob Frank, created a kind of king road to go to the upper level of this society. And he died as a baron, as an aristocrat. And this emancipation story is very interesting because become in 19th century. Many subjects, many crazy, interesting stories, figures, relationships. Sometimes the story recalled me just adventure. Book.
Historical
Yeah.
adventure. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I was really happy and obsessed with this subject. So no wonder that I could stand for 8 years.
And back on the stages.
This was the very, we are not attached to realistic form because we don't believe in that something like reality can be really something real. Sorry for this. No wonder that Zygmunt Bauman was Central European, and he invented a name for liquid reality. Fluid or liquid?
I think it's liquid modernity.
Liquid modernity, liquid reality. So I can recognize this way of thinking also among my Czech friends or Ukrainian friends. The same lack of trust, reality, a kind of dark humor, irony, which is the best language to manage in such a hard circumstances. Sensitivity for the signs which are hidden somewhere. So this the ability for interpretation, which also comes from the Jewish tradition, which is very important part of Central Europe tradition and literature and culture and so on. It's not, you cannot split it out. So such a thing created this different sensitivity of our literature. And then when I'm thinking about modern Central European literature, I have to recall the name of Georgi Gospodinov, who is from Bulgaria, and Serbs, Croatians, and especially for me, very important names from. I grew up on Kafka and Mary. That was this kind of understanding. So use metaphors, use allegories to describe reality, and always keep this dark humor and irony, writing about very frightened things.
Maybe it's a good time to open it. You have more.
And I'll have one last question
Yeah,
if I could,
yeah,
too.
please.
To maybe just before we turn it over to the audience, switch direction a little bit, since we've been talking about history. I was struck by one thing that you said about your novel Flights, which you published 10 years ago, or over 10 years ago. And for you now, it seems as if there's a gap in it, a hole in it, there's something missing. And you mentioned the refugees, and so that suggests to me that what
ciszy, bo fonia w tym teatrze nie działa. Potem przenoszą się na kanapę, patrzą w rozjarzony ekran z uwagą, ale dla mnie, stojącej na ulicy, nie jest jasne, co ich tam tak przyciąga. Widzę tylko migawki, drgania światła, obrazki, zbyt krótkie i dalekie, żeby móc je zrozumieć. Czyjaś twarz poruszająca z przyjęciem ustami, pejzaż, inna twarz. Niektórzy mówią, że to nudna sztuka i nic się nie dzieje. Mnie się jednak podoba. Na przykład ruch stopy, która bawi się bezwiednie pantoflem, albo cały zdumiewający akt ziewania, albo dłoń, która na powierzchni pluszu szuka pilota i znajdując go, uspokojona więdnie. Stać z boku. Widzi się tylko świat we fragmentach. Innego nie będzie. Są momenty, okruchy, chwilowe konfiguracje, które raz zaistniawszy rozpadają się na części. Życie? Niczego takiego nie ma. Widzę linie, płaszczyzny i bryły i ich przemiany w czasie. Czas zaś wydaje się prostym narzędziem do mierzenia drobnych zmian, szkolną linijką z uproszczoną podziałką. To zaledwie 3 punkty. Było, jest i będzie.
Should I read that in English as well?
The best contemporary writers. Who else? Always such a question makes me a little bit nervous with others. I don't know.
Any Hungarian writers?
Hungarian, Krasznahorkai. A different. I think that he belongs to the a little bit previous older generation. Not in terms because we are more or less in the same age, I think. But this kind of writing, Hungarians. Yeah. I prefer Krasznahorkai. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know. I have to think about it.
Your book tour of the United States.
Very good, very much, but despite jet lag,
Okay.
jet lag is quite a horrible thing. So yeah, it makes me a little bit disorientated.
I see. Okay. Okay. Is this your first tour of the United States, or?
Though I've been here, I've been many times, but never had such a big tour,
Okay,
like two weeks, and I travel from the East Coast to Los Angeles and San Francisco for entire territory, so it's like a pop star.
Right. Okay. Yes, of course. Yeah. A sort of.